Welcome back to Abel's Treasures. Today's video, we're going to talk about networking, being an introvert, and reselling. How do all three go together? Well, I'll see you on the other side. We'll talk about it. Let's go. All right, so let's talk about it. How do those three go together? One of the things that I notice on social media, Instagram, also going to FlipCon, a lot of the questions that I see are being asked to the bigger resellers is how are you getting inventory, or why are people reaching out to you to sell the inventory that they have? Those are great videos that they put out. And one of the most common answers that I see is that you need to put yourself out there. So on social media, the larger resellers are letting everybody know what they do, right? Also, if you're watching all their videos, they're letting people know at garage sales or other places that they are interested in buying, and that's what they're doing. Well, how does that correlate with an introvert? Because that's the exact opposite of what we do. So I believe there's two roadblocks that an introvert may have when wanting to network for the benefit of finding inventory. Now, before I get into that, I want to let you know that's not the only way you can find inventory. You can buy pallets. There's many different ways, but that's what I want to talk about today is networking, connections with people. How do you do that as an introvert? Okay, so the two roadblocks. Number one is both for intro and extrovert. So everybody across the board, when you are letting somebody know that you are a reseller, there are going to be a few people out there that do not look upon that positively, and that's okay. I'm actually creating a video next week to talk a little bit more about that. Hit like, subscribe, and bell notification, all that good stuff to help me out. But you'll also be able to get that notification of the next video that's coming out. Number two is the one I want to talk about today, and that's being shy, being that introvert, not wanting to put yourself out there. I believe it is a skill set that can be worked on, but it does take a little bit of time. I've had the privilege of working on that 30 years now because I've had some great mentors, and I want to pass that along to you. All right, guys, let's talk strategy as an introvert when you're driving up to a garage sale. So, at least for me, sometimes there's some days that I have all kinds of energy. I don't mind talking to people. And then there's other days where I'd prefer just to look and not talk to anybody. But those are missed opportunities if you're not having conversations with the people at the garage sales, right? So here's my strategy going into garage sales early morning. Number one, build yourself up. You can do this. Your goal is to talk to people. Make that one of your goals. Number two, I mentioned strategy. What are you going to say? Have a couple of things. I call it ammunition. Have a couple of things in your pocket ready to talk about. Do the natural ones, the natural icebreakers. So, it's really cold this morning, so that's probably one of the first things I'm going to mention. I probably should have wore a hoodie. Number two, Nebraska won last night, so they may be interested in having that conversation because I definitely want to. Also, ask them, have you guys been busy? That actually serves two purposes. Number one, you'll kind of know what's out there if you haven't took the opportunity to look around. Number two, you can also ask them, is this your first day or is this your second day? That'll help you with negotiation. How much are they willing to negotiate? If this is their final day, they may be more inclined to negotiate with you. So make sure you have that ammunition on what you're going to talk about. Make sure you have your cards with you. And if you see a lot of items that you're interested in, but they might be priced out of your range to have meat on the bones to resell, let them know that, hey, I'm a reseller. I am interested in this. Your prices are good, but they're not for me right now. Here's my card. Give me a call later on at the end of your garage sale, and let's see if we can make a deal if you don't sell. Good luck on selling them, but give me a call later, and we'll see if we can make a deal. That CJ Banks, the late women's clothing, that's what I did. I actually gave my card. I'm interested in buying everything here at this garage sale. Give me a call, and maybe we can make a deal. I want you to sell it all, but if you don't, give me that call. Well, and that's what they did. They gave me a call. We weren't able to connect on a price that first time, but then I got a call back later. We were able to negotiate a price that we were both happy with, and I was able to get a lot of items, quality items, that I know will sell. the bread and butter items that you want in your store. Okay, so those are the strategies. Those are the mental strategies I believe someone will need as an introvert. Walking up to a garage sale, networking with other people, letting them know what you do, be proud of what you do. All right, I just left this garage sale and I wanted to record again because, as you just heard, I said, have a game plan, talk about the weather, talk about Nebraska. Well, for me personally, and again, I'm talking about my experiences, someone who believes that they are an introvert, it takes a lot of energy to build that up. Well, I just took all my energy talking to the camera to you guys to talk about, have that plan, be ready, get that energy, let's go type of thing. I walk up there and I'm like, hey, how you doing? I had no energy. So plan that out as well. Know that maybe at the end of a garage sale season, or excuse me, at the end of a garage sale day, you're going to be tired because you are going to expend all that energy making those goals of making those connections with those people. And that's okay. But I also want to keep it real. Sometimes I walk up and don't want to talk to anybody, but I'm on to the next garage sale and I'm going to build myself up. I'm going to go talk to the person and have a conversation. Who knows what that will bring? All right, here we go. Okay, let me talk about what networking isn't. So, what networking isn't is manipulation. So, for example, when you ask your brother to go work out and go for a run, and instead I'm making him hold the camera. So, make sure you're not lying when you're talking to the people that you're networking with. What you really want to do is build that connection and help them out. There's been times when I've told people what the value of the item that I'm looking at. So be transparent in what you're looking at and help them out. If you don't make that sale, you're building that connection for a later date. I really hope you like this video. This was one that was on my mind. Introverts can struggle with making connections. Again, I've been working on it for a while and I'll continue to work on it. Please put in the comments below what you pulled out of this video, or if you're somebody that's outgoing and extrovert, put down in comments below how we can get out of our shell. I would appreciate it. I'll be reading all those comments. Now, here are the 3 takeaways that I have from this video. Number 1, build yourself up, have confidence in yourself, and that will portray when you're talking to anybody in life. If you don't have that confidence, that's definitely something that you want to work on. Reach out to somebody in your life that can help you with that. Number 2, have a conversation plan. I hear introverts do not like the small talk, but having a plan will help you break that ice, and then you'll start building those connections. And number 3, be okay with feeling exhausted. It is energy that you're putting out into the world, and make sure it's that positive energy, but you can feel exhausted at the end of the day. That's okay. Finally, the greatest treasures is connections with people. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.